Hi, what's up, agents? The Division Resurgence regional beta is now live, and I thought it'd be a great time to cover this video. Today we're going to be discussing what is the best way to play the Division Resurgence. I'll be discussing with you how to put it on the big screen if that's what you want to do. I'll be going further than that, and from a content creator's perspective, how do you record footage from the Resurgence or even stream the Resurgence, and what is the best ways of doing that? I've had early access to the Division Resurgence, and I've been testing all sorts because I thought, I want to give the best quality out, but at the same time, I want the best quality of me playing it as well. So I found the happy medium, and I'm covering everything I've tested in today's video. So if you've got any questions around just simply playing the game, the best way to do that, or then recording content or streaming it, I'm hoping to have that information for you in this video. Do feel free to ask questions down below in the comments. And before we do get into it, don't forget to like and share this video if you enjoy it and it's helpful. Subscribe for more content from myself, I'd really appreciate it. And if you're playing the Division Resurgence, you need help with it, you want to join clans, you want to link up with other people, our community is the best place for it. Before you leave the video today, come and check it out. It's linked at the top of the video description. But for now, let's get straight into this video. So first, what is the best way to play the Division Resurgence? Well, it's going to be on the mobile or tablet, whatever device it is that you download it onto. So here is my phone. I downloaded the Division Resurgence on this. If you've got a tablet, you may have downloaded it on that. Whatever device it is, that's going to give you your best experience of the game because it's made for that. You're just downloading it and you're playing it from the device that you downloaded it from, right? So that is the best way. This is an old phone that I've had to borrow to play this because my actual phone isn't compatible. As long as you've got a compatible device, you'll be able to play it, and that's going to give you your best experience. Now, if you're like me and you're a content creator, you want to take it from this phone to a big screen and stream it and make content for it, it's not practical, it's not ideal. So we are going to be covering in this video how you can do that. However, you do lose quality when you start doing things like that. When you start mirroring an image or taking the image from your phone somewhere else, you are naturally going to lose quality. Just wanted to make that clear at the start of the video. So even if you're not a content creator like myself and you just want to take this to your TV or your monitor so you can have it blown up, you will lose quality. So just be mindful of that. The best way to enjoy the game in its full quality, or the best quality your phone or device can give you, is going to be through the device itself. Now, although you might get the best quality through the device itself, it doesn't mean you have to stick to the touchscreen. You can use controllers very, very easily. I've got a PlayStation 5 controller here, got an Xbox controller. These are both Bluetooth. As long as your phone or device has Bluetooth, you can connect these controllers. I'm going to show you exactly how now. So depending on what device you have, this might be different for you, but it's pretty much the same across anything, I think, even iPhones. But I'm on Android, and on Android, if I scroll down the top of the screen here, I can bring up a load of options. You'll see all the blue icons at the top, and there's the Bluetooth one that I've just knocked off. If I knock that Bluetooth back on now, it's going to seek to connect to one of my paired Bluetooth devices. And you can see there, I've got the Xbox wireless controller, and I've got the DualSense wireless controller for the PS5 as well. So the first thing you've got to do is pair your device to your phone. So with Bluetooth on, you need to set your controller into pair mode. On the Xbox controller, this is real easy. You'll notice there on the back there where you plug the charge port in, there's a pairing button. You'll have to do this anyway to pair it with your Xbox console if you've got one of them. So you know about that button. Just trying to get it into focus. You know what I'm on about. You press that pair button, and when the controller's off, what it's going to do is going to start flashing, or when it's on, the Xbox logo at the top there is going to start flashing, and it'll be in pairing mode. With it in pairing mode, on your Bluetooth settings here, where we clicked on before, you'll notice it'll say available devices. Underneath there, the Xbox controller will show up as a device that is available to be paired with. You'll click that, and it'll turn it into a paired device. And that's how you do it with the Xbox controller. And with the PlayStation controller, it's the same way, but you just got to press different buttons on the controller itself. So this doesn't have a button on the back or anything like that. But at the front there, you'll notice the main PlayStation sort of symbol, the PS logo there. And then there's the share button on the PlayStation as well. So what you do here is you press the PlayStation button and the share button both together. Which is the best way I can show you right now. Maybe should have made an image for this. But you do the PlayStation button and the share button. You hold them in together simultaneously. And that's going to make the pairing light flash on the PlayStation controller And then with that in pairing mode, you'll again see here under the available devices, the PlayStation controller ready to be paired with your phone. Once paired, it'll fall under your paired devices. Now, as long as you don't use that PlayStation controller or Xbox controller on the main systems, it'll remain paired with your phone, and all you have to do going forward is switch them on, and they'll automatically connect to your phone, providing that your phone's Bluetooth is switched on. So as long as you keep that on, they'll automatically connect, and then you just use those controllers to play the game on mobile. It is worth mentioning that it's not just PlayStation and Xbox controllers that can be used with this. There'll be other controllers out there that you can use, but these are the only two that I have trialed and tested it on, and the game is fully supportive of controllers. You can even use keyboard and mouse if you want to. Again, I've not tried that, but you are probably going to have to connect the keyboard and mouse through Bluetooth, so I have a Bluetooth one, or there'll be connections for your phone that you can use. I do have one I'll be sharing with you later in the video, where it enables you to plug a USB in to your phone, and you may be able to do it that way as well. But that's all I've tested for now. And if you come over to your controller settings in game, you can have a look at what button does what. You can see the Xbox controller format is up here, but also you can change all of your sensitivities as well. And something that is very important, which you'll want to change, especially if you're playing on controller or keyboard and mouse, is the UI. Now, the UI for the mobile game is going to have all the touchscreen options on screen originally, but if you come to this setting here, you'll notice here what I'm flicking on and off, the controller UI. If it's off, the game is going to look like this. So let me just back out of the menu. Cross that off. With the controller UI off, you can see that I've got my fire button on screen here where I've got to touch it. I can, the walking icon. All the UI is set up for mobile touchscreen play. And that's what this setting does. So heading back into the settings now and going down to my controller settings, if I go to controller UI on, it takes all that off the screen and it knows I'm using a controller. You do need to have your controller turned on though in order for it to notice that. So notice the screen now. I've not got all of the mobile overlay for where it wants me to touch the screen. I am moving around with my controller now, and all of that is off the UI, just giving me the controller layout. So you can see at the bottom of the screen there, my grenades, my med kits. You can see the cover button, the vault button. Still show me everything, but in the controller layout, which is much better if you're using a controller. The only other thing to discuss now is a device that clips your controller to your phone, maybe, because you want to use your controller, but as it's on a small screen, you might want a device like this. This is your cheap option, just a device that will clip to your PlayStation controller. There's Xbox Ones as well. You'll put the phone on the device, and you can imagine how you'll be playing that. So that enables you to do it in a cheap way. It's not going to cost too much. I actually am partnered with Oevo Games, who do sell these. If you wanted to buy one of these for a cheap option, it's linked down below in the partner link. You'll get some discount from using the code GCROCK, and you can get one of these clips for either an Xbox controller or a PlayStation 5 controller to make it nice and easy to play on mobile. However, a lot of people's most preferred option now for mobile gaming is ditching the PlayStation and Xbox controllers and going for something like this, which is called the Backbone. It's a completely new controller. You can get it for iPhone or Android, and it's a controller that attaches to your phone or device. So if we just click through now as if I wanted to buy one of these for Android, they are quite expensive. You can see it's going to cost me $99.99, so just short of £100. But I've got to tell you, they look very, very good. You can get the standard edition, which is more Xboxy, ABXY, or the PlayStation edition with triangle, circle, X, and square. It could be for iPhone, it can be for Android. You can see the reviews are astonishing. Like I said, this is people's go-to right now for mobile gaming, and I haven't tried it myself, but I'm very tempted because we're going to get onto all the content creator stuff soon. I'm not going to really have opportunity to use this when I'm creating content and streaming, so that's what's kind of putting me off. But for those times I'm at home and I'm not content creating, then I'm just chilling, this would be so good. It just attaches to your phone and you'll just play from here. So this is another option. It is a little bit pricier, but it probably is going to be the best way to play with a controller on mobile. So with that out the way, that truly is the best way to play the Division Resurgence. It's on your phone, it's with a controller, however you want to do it. If you want to buy the Backbone, whatever way you want to do, that's going to be your most enjoyment and the best way to see the quality of the game, because there is so much quality in the game. However, Now, I'm a content creator, and a few of you might just want to do this anyway, but I want to get it to a bigger screen. I want to be able to play Resurgence on my monitor with my PlayStation controller. I don't want to be looking at my mobile device. It's too small. I'm too old. I need things bigger. How do you go about that? Well, there are multiple options. I'm going to go through them now. The first option I want to discuss is screen mirroring, and this is if you want to take your phone and put it onto your PC monitor. It's not going to work on a TV. So go to the next step if you want to connect it to your TV. And the next step also covers monitor as well, and is the way I use. But screen mirroring was the easier out of everything I tried, okay? So this required less things that I needed to buy, and it just did the job. It just wasn't in the best quality, okay? As I said at the start of the video, when you start mirroring your screen or putting it onto bigger screens or whatever, you are going to lose quality, and you do lose quite a bit of quality doing it this way. However, it is very, very easy. So the app I used was a Power Mirror. Everything discussed today, by the way, will be linked down in the video description. So go and check that out if you want to be linked to anything we talk about, including a Power Mirror. Now, this will work with Android. It'll also work with Apple. And as I said, it's very easy to set up. It's free to set up and test as well. So just come and download it from this site and you can test it for free. But if you are going to use this as an option for mirroring it to your monitor, then you are going to need to pay. I think I paid something about £50 for the full license, for a lifetime license. And it's still pretty much at that price now. I've just gone through to the cart. This, for a monthly purchase, is going to cost you $19.95. For an annual purchase, $39.95. Or for a lifetime update and technical support service there. So for a lifetime, $69.95. Works at around £50. But it does what it says on the tin. It is going to take your mobile phone and it's going to put it on your desktop. And it does do it at a very good quality. It's not that it's bad quality, it's very good, and it's just not as good as playing it on the phone. But if you want it on the big screen, if you want it on your monitor, this is definitely a good option to do. And why I chose this is because there's some phones and devices that are not going to be compatible with the other option I'm going to talk about in a moment. So if you tried the other option and it doesn't work because your phone's not new enough or it doesn't have what it needs to do it, this will work with any phone. It's just screen mirroring and it will work. You literally got to just be able to connect to your Wi-Fi to make it work. And to do that, it's as simple as this. Through the A Power Mirror software, you just go wireless connection. You can do a USB connection as well, but that's what leads us on to our next method of doing this, which is better. But yeah, you go through the Wi-Fi connection. You'll have an app on your phone that you also need to install, an A Power app. And through that app, what you're going to do is just simply click on the local cast button. Once you do that, it's going to connect to your Wi-Fi and it'll find that your computer is also connected and you'll connect. Now, I'm not connecting these now because I've got it set up differently, but it's as simple as that. You'll just connect via your phone and your computer. They'll interlink with each other and then your phone's going to be connected to your PC. There is some settings that you are going to want to go through to make it the best quality as possible. General settings, I didn't touch anything there. Phone mirroring settings. When you purchase the lifetime license for this product, it is going to enable you to go to 2K. I highly recommend that you don't do that, even though your phone might support it. Stick at 1080. Keep the color standard. High speed mode is what you want under the decoding. Max FPS you can set at 60 or 30. I had it at 60. If you drop it down to 30, it might improve the quality a little bit. Rendering mode, I just used a D3DX high speed. I don't change anything else. I leave everything else apart from at the bottom here where it says full screen. You can remove the black borders. So the black borders that are generated at the top and the bottom, because it's kind of like on landscape, it'll stretch the image a bit and it'll fill your monitor, which is quite cool. It does stretch the image though, so for those with a keen eye or a very detailed eye, you will notice that, and you might prefer the black borders, but that's how you do that. The other settings on there, you got PC mirroring settings. I don't think I touch anything else. As long as you got these settings set up right here, then you'll get the best quality out of the mirroring software that you can. Here's some footage of me recording the game with a Power Mirror. You can kind of see the quality that I think you can, that I'm on about. There's a few stutters or whatnot. There was some on the early build anyway that I was playing. But any sort of like stutter or frame rate issue, I feel shows up more through a mirroring software. But this is what it looks like. You can see that there's no black borders at the top. There's no black borders at the bottom. It looks pretty good. And this is a sort of quality that you're going to be playing at. Again, it's going to be less quality than if you just played it on your phone. But if you want it on your monitor, it does stretch to your monitor. This is a very easy way of doing it through your Wi-Fi, and it'll work with any device that you have, whether it's iPhone, Android, even if they are old. As long as you can run the Division Resurgence on it, you're going to be able to mirror it to your monitor using this software. Now, although AP Power is a great way of doing things, there's a better way of getting a little bit better quality and using a HDMI cable to connect to either your computer or your TV. So this will get it to your TV as well. Your device might not be compatible though. It's got to be able to feed out your phone through that HDMI display. And if your phone doesn't have that capability, you're not going to be able to do this method, unfortunately. And you are going to have to buy some more things. So I've got this device here. I'll show it you on Amazon in a few seconds. This plugs into your phone. It plugs in via that. And on the bottom of this, you've got a power bit for it so you can charge your phone at the same time, which is quite important because while you're playing for long stints, you want to be able to charge it. It's got a USB you can plug in as well. And you can see it's got a HDMI port right in the center. So the HD port from that takes it into this box here. What this box does, on any HD now, they have like some protection on there. If you plug it into any recording equipment, you basically, it doesn't let you use it. It notices that you're going to be recording. And on the phone, you have this called HDCP. And you're not able to turn this off on mobile phones. PlayStation have it as well, but you can turn it off on PlayStation. You can't turn it off on mobile. So if you are streaming, you're going to need this extra thing here, which turns off HDCP. So you do the HDMI from this one to this one. This turns off the HDCP and feeds it to your monitor or your Elgato, wherever you want to record through. If you're simply just wanting to put it into your monitor or TV, you just need this. This, plug in the HDMI to that, which plugs into your phone, plug it into your monitor or TV, and away you go. But if you're going to be recording like I am, so this is for the content creators or even those who just want to record some of the footage and upload it, you will need this as well. So let's take a look at these items. So the first one is this new mic USB-C to HDMI adapter. It's just what I've shown you. It plugs into your phone. You then plug the HDMI and charge cable into this so it charges your phone while you're playing, and take the HDMI lead either to your monitor or your TV. This is all you're going to need, and this will get the image from your phone and take it to your TV. Nothing else needs to be done. Like I said, your device does have to be compatible though. If it does not send out a HDMI feed, this isn't going to work, unfortunately. But if it does, it's very easy to do, and it only costs £13. But for those wanting to record and stream content like myself, it's not going to do, because what we need to do is plug it into an Elgato capture card, which then takes it to our monitor to play or whatever, and it notices that you're connecting to recording software through the HDCP. So because of that, you can't do it. But with this device, it takes the HDCP out of the equation and enables you to plug it into your capture card. So it's a HDMI splitter, and basically what you do, you take the HD lead that plugged into the other device I just shown you, plug it into this one, and with an additional HDMI cable, you'll take it from this and you'll put it out into your capture card, which then goes to wherever it goes to for you to record and for you to stream. It's a very good device. It's a little bit more pricier at $29.99, but it does the trick, and it removes the HDCP, which enables us to record and stream our content. And this is how the Division Resurgence looks like through this method. You can see the quality is much more improved because we're going through HDMI. We're not going through wireless internet and routers or routers. It's just straight from a HDMI connection. Even though there's multiple connections, it's giving us a much better image. However, you will notice that you do have the black borders this way. So there's a black border at the top and there's one at the bottom. There's nothing you can really do about that this way. But I think with the improved quality of the game, and this is how you see it when you play it as well, it is well worth the investment in the extra cables. Again, if you just want this for playing purposes, you only need the first item that I mentioned that plugs into your phone and takes the HDMI cable straight to your monitor. There's no HDCP involved in that. You're not recording. It doesn't detect any recording software. You are free to go right away. So for £13, you can get this quality on your TV or monitor. If you are recording though, like I am, you are going to have to buy that extra adapter, an additional HD lead, to make it work and bypass the HDCP, but you still get the same quality out of it. It looks brilliant, and for me, this is my preferred method of playing the Division Resurgence because it allows me to also record and stream it. I'm not going to go too much into how to stream or anything like that, because if you stream, you already know how you stream and you should have all the information you need already. You can see the HD60X Elgato capture card here. I actually use the HD60S for my streaming right now, and with everything that I've already shown you with the cables, I simply plug the HDMI cable into the Elgato, and then the HD goes from that to my screen, and I stream through that. So that's all you need to do at this point, is plug the HD in, and you're ready to stream and make content. And that is everything I wanted to discuss today with how to capture your device's display and get it to the big screen if you want it on the big screen, but also if you want to stream or make content for it, how to do that as well. There's one more thing I want to talk about though, and there's another very easy option. I'm leaving this till last just because I had no joy with it. But another way of playing mobile games on PC is with BlueStacks. BlueStacks is a mobile game emulator. You simply download it to your PC and you're able to play any mobile game through this emulator. It sounds very, very easy. When I downloaded BlueStacks, I came up with an issue because it was only using one of my cores. So first I had to fix that. It's all on through BlueStacks. They advise how to do this, and it's a great user tutorial. You go into your BIOS settings, you turn something on that basically enables your computer to make or partition a sort of core or a drive for the Android operating system, and then it'll install the operating system on that partition part of the drive, and you'll be able to use all of your 4 cores on your processor. So you got to go through that first, which could be tricky depending on what computer you're on and what operating system or what brand you're using or whatnot. So I'm not going to show you how I did that because it'll be different for everybody. But once you've done that, BlueStacks will work really, really good. However, through testing, I could not stop it from crashing. I tried Call of Duty Mobile. I thought I'd go something that was like high performance because the Division Resurgence would be high performance. And it was crashing every single time. I'd install it, I'd get into the game, and it'd crash. And I could not fix it. And it just wasn't worth the hassle for me. I did a quick Google. Other people had a crashing issue. They were unable to fix it. And I was just like, maybe this just isn't going to work for me. And I didn't get it working. I did also manage to try the Division Resurgence on it as well. When I got it through last week as early access, it was on BlueStacks for me because it uses your Google account. And I had the same instance. I tried getting into the game. I tried installing it, and it just kept on crashing. And for me, this is highly recommended by a lot of people. It really is. And if it works for you, then everything we've discussed in this video today about connecting it to your PC with all those different wires or whatever, even if you're a content creator and you want to record, forget all that, because this will be perfect. If you can use BlueStacks emulator, get this installed, play the Division Resurgence through this, and all you got to do is display capture your screen to stream it or create content for it. It'll be very, very easy and very, very simple through this if it works. It didn't work for me, but I thought it was worth a mention because if it does work, this would be your best option. And there we are. This is now the end of the video. I do hope this has been helpful today. Again, my aim was just to discuss with you the best way to play the Division Resurgence on mobile, and then to explain to you how you could take it to a bigger screen if you needed to, and what you'd need in order to record or stream it if you're a content creator like myself. I think I've covered all that. If this video has been helpful, please don't forget to hit like and share to support it. Subscribe for more content from myself, and if you are playing the Division Resurgence regional beta right now, be sure to come check out our community if you need people to play with. If you want a clan to join, we've got it all there. It's linked at the top of the video description, and also in that description is anything else we spoke about today. It'll all be linked down there for you to go and check out. Until next time, thank you for watching this. Stay safe and peace out.